I have one word to describe this new pattern: epic. Sometimes we knit just to calm our mind and create something beautiful, something that we're proud of. It's so nice to have a piece that every time we wear it, we feel loved and safe because we know we made this beautiful item for ourselves. And I believe that this incredible shawl will give you that feeling. It glows, it drapes so beautifully, it has loads of beads. It's just so stunning with all the color changes, and if you can believe it, it is a beginner-friendly 2-row repeat. I know, it is truly epic. This is a soothing pattern to knit, and it's a wonderful project to keep in your knitting basket for those times when you just want something calming to work on. We made this version without beads, so if you're newer to knitting, try this version if you're not ready to tackle the beads yet. But I will say the beads take this project to the next level, and they're easier than you think, so I really recommend that you try them. Look at this beautiful beaded version. The colors just flow, and this gorgeous color work is created using just slip stitches. I also love how these stockinette stripes add visual interest. And to kick this up a notch, thousands of beads have been added which crisscross, making an almost tartan look. I do love all the different finishes of the beads. Some of them are shimmery, some of them are matte, so it all just really punches up the epicness. And the reason this shawl is so shimmery and so drapey is because we used our 100% silk Allure Fingering yarn. It's dyed by hand here in Charlotte by our amazing team, and it's soft, it's smooth, and it just gleams. That, along with the sparkling beads, makes for a truly dazzling shawl. You can download the pattern and get the yarn at expressionfiberarts.com, and while you're there, be sure to sign up for email updates for weekly free knit and crochet patterns. To win a set of the gorgeous iridescent hues used to make this shawl, just subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment below letting me know if you have ever knitted with beads before. Now, let me show you how to make this pattern. To work the Old Norwegian cast on, you're going to start in the same way that you would a long tail cast on. So our tail is here, our working yarn is here, and we're going to grab both with these 3 fingers, and we have a little triangle. So to get started, I like to just go ahead and twist to get my first stitch on there. Then you're going to reach under both strands on your thumb, down through the center, up around the strand on your finger, and then I like to sort of drop my thumb and pull the needle through. Then you can let go with your thumb and tighten that stitch. So again, you go under both strands on your thumb, down through the middle, up and around the strand on your finger, drop your thumb and bring it down through. And you're going to continue doing that until you have the number of stitches that you need. Under both, down between those two, over the one on your finger, and then down through the one on your thumb. And it becomes nice and rhythmic as you go along, so continue casting on as many stitches as you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm just going to do 10 today for our demo. Let's get started with the border. For row 1 of the border, we're going to go ahead and start with a knit 1. Then we're going to work an increase, so knit front and back. Knit into the front of the next stitch, leave that on your left needle, swing around and also knit into the back of that same stitch. So we've turned 1 stitch into 2. Then we're just going to knit across until our last 3 stitches, and of course you'll have a lot more stitches than this. So when you have just 3 stitches left, you're going to knit 2 together. So this is a decrease. So just knit those next 2 stitches together and then finish with a knit 1. For row 2 of the border, you're just going to knit across. So a nice and easy row. And the reason that you see the increases and the decreases on every other row is because that's what's actually going to create the slant of your shawl. So it creates a really fun shape. Then you're going to repeat rows 1 and 2 4 more times to complete your border. Here's how you work the body rows. For row 1 of the body, we're going to go ahead and drop color A, and we're going to pick up color B. And here's a little trick to make sure that your edges are nice and smooth and your color changes are invisible. So go ahead and start with your knit 1 in color B. And we're going to begin the knit 1 front and back. So go ahead and knit into the front of the next stitch. Swing around and start to knit into the back. So you're going to leave your needle there. Now you're going to reach and grab color A, and you're going to bring it under that yarn and over. So it is wrapped over the blue yarn. And then you're just going to continue on finishing that knit front and back with the blue yarn. So the red will pull up nicely and you won't be able to see it in the back. So we're going to continue with this row. We're going to slip 1 knitwise with the yarn in back. So make sure your yarn is in the back and go ahead and slip that next stitch knitwise, which means like this, and then knit 1. And continue repeating that until you have 4 stitches left. Slip 1 knitwise with the yarn in back, knit 1. So you'll repeat that over and over and over. When you have 4 stitches left, go ahead and slip 1 knitwise with the yarn in back, knit 2 together, and knit 1. For row 2, which is the wrong side of our work, we're going to start by knitting 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to purl across. So I thought I would show you how easy it is to add a bead. Whenever you get ready to add a bead, so here's just a regular purl, but when you want to add a bead, you're going to go ahead and grab a little tiny crochet hook that fits through your bead, and go ahead and string your bead onto that. And I'm using a really big one to make it easier for you to see. And you're just going to grab the next stitch off of your left needle, and you're going to pull it off of your left needle and slide it, and then you just plop that right back onto your left needle. So you can drop your crochet hook and go ahead and purl that stitch just like you normally would. So you'll continue all the way across, purling. I'll show you one more time if you want to add a bead. Grab a bead onto your crochet hook, slide it onto that stitch, pull that stitch through your bead, and just plop it back onto your left hand needle. And you're good to purl it like you normally would. And then when you get to the end and you have 3 stitches left, you're just going to go ahead and knit those final 3 stitches. For row 3, we're going to go ahead and drop color B, and it can just sit here in the front, and we're going to pick up color A. So go ahead and start by knitting into that first stitch. Make sure that's not too tight. And then go ahead and start your knit front and back. So knit into the front of the next stitch, swing around and start to knit into the back, but you're going to drop that color, pick up this other color and pull it underneath and around. So we're capturing that. And we're just going to go ahead and finish our knit front and back with this red. Then we'll continue on with the row. So we're going to slip 1 knitwise with the yarn in back, so like so, then knit 1, slip 1 knitwise with yarn in back, knit 1, and you'll repeat that until you have 4 stitches. Then you'll just slip 1 knitwise with yarn in back, knit 2 together, and then knit 1. For row 4, we'll start with a knit 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then we're just going to purl across. So if you're doing the version without the beads, it's a little bit simpler. You just work purl stitches. When you get to the end and you have 3 stitches left, you just go ahead and knit those. So here's our wild little swatch with our giant beads. Yours will look much more elegant on the actual piece, but I wanted to show you how you can actually already start seeing the slanted shape due to our increases and decreases at the end of every other row. Then you're going to repeat rows 1 through 4 as mentioned in the pattern. You're also going to find stockinette sections throughout the project, so here's how you work that. For row 1 of the stockinette section, you're going to start with a knit 1, and then you're going to knit front and back, And you're going to knit across to the last 3 stitches. Then you're going to knit 2 together and knit 1. For row 2 of the stockinette section, just start with a knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to purl across until you have just 3 stitches left. And then you're just going to knit those final 3 stitches. Then you're just going to repeat those rows, and be sure to check the pattern for the color changes and the bead placement if you're adding the beads. Then you're just going to go ahead and finish off with a border just like you had at the beginning. I hope this shawl brings you a sense of relaxation and comfort. You are beautiful, you are strong, you're amazing, and I hope you remember that. And I hope this year brings you a sense of renewal and joy. Take care now, my friend. Happy knitting, and I will see you next week. Bye!